Well, hi, everybody. This is Ben Benjamin here on behalf of the Mariners Church Germany Ministry, and I'm excited to have Christian Boguslawski here with me from Mavuno, Berlin. Christian is excited to share a recent event that they had at their church. It was a celebration, an anniversary of sorts, and so we're excited to hear that. But before we get going, Christian, what is Berlin like right now? What's the weather like? What is the season? Tell us about life in Berlin.
All right, now it's a nice warm fall. It's very colorful and enjoyable. Being outside, we actually really enjoy being outside with the kids, with families, walking through the streets, and we take advantage of the good weather. This is not normal, and we really love that it's not too much rain right now, and it's warm. You can be outside, you can enjoy the fall, the leaves, the colors, the castanien, the things that fall down from the trees. It's really cool for the kids, and that's what we do right now here in Berlin.
That's great, and everybody's back in school, right? Now I got a question. I notice on some of the posts, Facebook posts, the children in Germany, maybe it's just the kindergarten age children, but when they show up to church, it looks like a bouquet of sorts. It's a large. I saw a picture of your kids actually. It looks like they show up to school on the first day, and I thought it was like a bouquet of flowers. What is this?
Okay, this is I don't know how to say it. It's a big thing where you celebrate actually the first day of your school, when kids get to school, and there's this big celebration, and it's called Zuckertüte, like sugar bag, would say. Zuckertüte, Zucker means sugar, but there's not only sugar, like candy stuff in it, there's also stuff what you need, like school supplies are in there as well, like things to draw, to paint, pencils, and whatever the kids needed. And yeah, this is actually a big celebration, like a bouquet, and they open this and they see like candy stuff, but also stuff what they need in the as a child.
What a neat German tradition. I knew nothing of it. I'm more accustomed, obviously, to the Christmas customs, but I thought that was really special and kind of a neat way to celebrate, or make the first day even that much more exciting. But well, fabulous. So tell us. I know this weekend was a big event, a milestone for your church. It sounds like it was actually sort of 3 anniversaries or celebration in one, but the primary celebration was the 5th year of Mavuno Berlin. Do I have it correct?
Yes, that's right.
So who all was this? An event that was largely just the congregation, or did you find that a lot of people from the community came? And what were some of the highlights or the events that you did during this time?
Maybe I start a little bit earlier, because for us as church, it was in the past very difficult to be known in the community, because our chapel, the building, is a little bit hidden somewhere, and we had a hard time to be seen, to be known. And when people walk by the church, they were asking, is it okay if I look in? Is it okay when I come to a Sunday service? They didn't know actually, and we're a little bit hesitant as well, and suspicious. Church, what is this? And we were struggling with this, and we're hardly praying as a church for that we get involved, we get in touch with the community, and we have a chance to really show the faces of Mavuno Berlin. We show who we are and what we want, and that we are a church that's relevant and important for the people around this neighborhood. And so we had a couple events the years before. We had a Lutherfest. Some people like you, Ben, you have seen it. Yeah, there were families and some friends were coming. It was good. was a success. It was not that big as it was last weekend when we had the anniversary. It's called Nachbarschaftsfest. The translation means neighborhood festival. Was one day this event of the anniversary celebration. Sunday was the big anniversary service. But the event I'm talking about was last Saturday, and yeah, we were praying for relationships that we actually are known and seen as a church, and what I would say that Mariners Church did a huge impact in succeeding, that we were able to have had this great event last Saturday, because you guys donated money to Mavuno Berlin that actually I'm able since August this year to work part-time for Mavuno Berlin, and I was able to really spend time with the people in the church to prepare them, to talk to them, that they were taking a part of this event, and they were very good prepared as volunteer leaders. We had bouncing like bounce houses, we had ponies, we had many different activities. We had coffee and cake and a cocktail bar, and with actually really a real sand on the ground, and it was really fun. But it was not intended to be about activities, and was not about that we didn't want to invite people from other churches or just our church. From the very beginning, it was we want to invite our friends, our neighbors, the people around this area, like schools, the neighbors there, other organizations, and I had time because I've part-time to contact them, and we were able to to be really good prepared.
That's great. Yeah, I think sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
I noticed that you had
that was a huge
a bull riding event. Was that an attempt to connect back to your country western roots?
Yeah, I was maybe some people were asking me if I was at a bull riding event in America or Texas or so, and I missed it. So maybe I had the chance. Yeah, I had the chance last weekend to ride on a bull, and yeah.
And I hear you had a visitor a week or two ago. Blake came to visit you guys, and it looks like he had a fun time. You showed him around, and
totally, yeah. Blake was there, and he actually helped us preparing and inviting the people. We have one janitor-ish in our in our church, and he knows all the janitors in the buildings around this area. They are lofts, they are rich people living, and we didn't have the chance to get in these get into these buildings and invite the people who live there. And our Bolko is his name. He managed to talk to the other janitors of these buildings, of these lofts, and he had the chance to get in. And it was very spontaneous, and we had to act immediately because we had to prepare 500 invitation letters. And that was the day when Blake was here, and he actually helped us folding letters, invitation letters. And that we were able to invite these people from these lofts around our church.
Yeah, that's great. That's so great. Well, Bogi, thanks for the update. And before we close, is there anything in particular that, as a church, or that those of us here in the States can pray for you or Mavuno or anyone there in Germany?
Yeah. We really liked this event that happened last weekend. We had so much feedback, and still there's feedback coming, and the people in the church liked it, and the people who came from kindergarten and everything. And you guys can pray for that was not just one thing, and there will be some things like relationship that started or that became deeper, or just the work after this event. You can pray for this, that the seeds that are planted, that they grow, and people keep coming. We had actually really cool conversations, and people were so interested. We had people who were there the first time. They had tears in their eyes when we shared why we are part of Mavuno and why we love to share about the church and why we are there. And I'm so excited and proud of the people in our church. But we can just give our time, our whatever, our knowledge, and God has to take care of the growth. We cannot do this, and I really, really would love to see it, that God is doing things in the people around our church, and we are changing. He's using this event and to change the neighborhood and everything. You can pray for that. And we started MOPS ministry. My wife Marit, she was part of, or she attended MOPS at Mariners Church, and he really liked this. And right now she is starting MOPS here in Berlin as the first MOPS group. And she has a couple friends who want to do this with her, and you guys can pray for this. That it has a good start, and a soccer team as well is starting in Mavuno as well. Because I have the resource and the time to spend time with people and mobilize people, and we actually can do stuff at church way better than we were able before. And this is what I'm working for, that the church is the place where people come and people meet other people and people grow. And you guys can pray for that. God gives the most important part to it.
That's great. Well, we will definitely do that, and that's awesome, Bogey. Well, again, thank you for your time, and we'll be praying for you and hopefully talk with you again soon. So until the next time, my friend, auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Vielen Dank.